This is a continuation from last week's video about the importance of joy. Today we're going to talk about practicing joy. Here we go.
This is your life, no one else has gotta live it. This is your fight that only you can win.
Hello everyone and welcome to Freedom Friday, where you learn how to free yourself and live your dreams. I'm Darian, your certified spiritual rock star. I should be like spiritual rock star. I don't know why I have to do the hand motions, but I'm Italian and I talk with my hands, so okay. So if you have not had a chance to watch last week's video, which was sort of the preface and the setup for this video, the importance of joy, go ahead and watch that and then come right back here. If you have already watched it, then welcome. Now we're going to talk about practicing joy. You already know the importance of joy, and so let's talk about implementing it into your life. So, what I want you to do, now that we know that joy is such a priority, I want you to really put joy at the top of your list every single day. And not just creating joy or creating a life that will make you joyful, but making joy your responsibility. I mean, it literally, when you open your eyes in the morning, or even before you open your eyes, I want you to start thinking about the things that make you joyful. I want you to start thinking about creating joy within yourself. So some of the things that I've done to practice joy, it's really, and before I had my little baby, I was able to do this a lot more, and now it's really about implementing this with her present, which is okay. Work around the kids, but it has to be first priority because it makes being a mom or a father so much fucking easier. If you're just like, you know, let the kid, even if the kid's crying for 5 minutes, just let the kid cry for 5 minutes if you need to get into a state of joy, if you're not in a state of joy. And I know that sounds crazy, but trust me, I did it today. Well, she didn't cry for 5 minutes, maybe like 2 minutes, but I put her in her crib and I meditated. And she cried for a little bit, and then she started to, you know, play with her, you know, amuse herself, and she was super quiet and just stayed up in her crib the whole time, and it was fine. Obviously, if your kid's screaming, but I just want to suggest to you that the reason your kid might be screaming is because you haven't gotten into a state of joy yet. So when you really calm yourself and get into a state of joy, and imagine your children being calm, you know, that shit really works, and kids are so sensitive that they just instantly, as soon as you shift, they shift with you. So that's just for the mom and the dads out there that have, especially young ones that are very demanding of your time. But so what I want you to do is start making joy your priority first thing in the morning. So what I used to do is from like 8:30 or whenever I woke up until like noon, I was doing my practices, connecting with my inner self to create my state of joy. So it really depends on where you are emotionally. If you're already in a pretty okay place, then you can just start to feed that. But if you're at like a really low, like, oh, I just feel like crap, right? The first thing you can start to do is just relax into it. So relaxation is probably the best thing that you can do when you're in a state of ickiness, right? Just relax. And when you relax, you start to feel this relaxation come over you. So understand that what that is your own state of natural well-being flowing into you. That when you relax, when you let go, your natural state of being blissful and being okay, that natural state of well-being that Abe Hicks talks about all the time, it will start to just flow into you. So you don't really have to do anything to create joy. What you have to do is let go of your choice to be unhappy. So I would start off, like if I'm just telling you an actual morning routine kind of practice, I would start off my day first saying thank you to God, or just saying hi to God. Like just recognizing that there is something so much bigger than this messy bedroom that I'm looking at when I wake up, because it's usually what I wake up to is a messy bedroom. That I'm like, ugh, this messy bedroom again. So really just saying, hi God, or whatever you call it, hi Spirit, hi universe, hi higher power, Hi, inner being. Thank you for allowing me to be here. I appreciate creating my own presence here. You know, just things like that, like really getting into that gratitude thing. And not even just gratitude, but just appreciating it. Like, okay, I'm here. I have choice. I have things that I can do. And then really talking to yourself, like having a relationship with yourself is so, so important. So if you want to journal, sometimes people like to do that at night. But if you want to journal, or if you want to take notes of like, okay, how am I feeling today? How am I feeling right now? Okay, what can I let go of? What are some icky feelings, some shitty, crappy feelings that I can let go of right now? And just saying, okay, God, I'm just going to let that go. And then, and this could, I mean, it seems really long. This could take literally a matter of like 10 seconds to do all this stuff. But if you want to write things down, that might take a little bit longer. And then really, I would start to meditate. And if you can't meditate, if meditation isn't something that you're quite into yet, please go to How Meditation Can Help You Manifest, my video that I did not too long ago, probably last month. And I talked about the importance of meditation, but sitting with yourself, quieting your mind, quieting everything before you start your day. You are the center of your world. Understanding that helps you to understand how you begin in the beginning of your day starts your day. Let me say that again. How you begin in the beginning of your day starts your day. Or even how you begin in the start of your day starts your day. And it ends your day as well, because you'll have a pretty shitty day if you're not feeling so good. So you really have to just think about that, right? So, and these are just what I used to do when I woke up in the morning. I would do my meditation, and then I would do my EFT. And I have plenty of videos on EFT. There's plenty of stuff out there. David Childerley is my favorite because he says, smile because you can. And he's got his little British accent, and I love it, and he's awesome. So if you want to go check him out, check him out. He's got lots of tap-alongs. I would listen to his tap-alongs. If I'm like, okay, what are my issues today? Not that I'm digging for issues, but if I ask myself, how am I feeling? And then I got some issues going on. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little crappy about this room. I would just start, okay, even though I'm feeling crappy about this room, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. Before I even get out of bed, this stuff is happening. Even though I feel crappy about this room, I deeply and completely love, forgive, and accept myself. And then I'll say that 3 times. I feel crappy about this room. Crappy rooms. Piss me off. I'm a little stressed. It makes me down. I choose to release and let it go. I choose to release and let it go. And I would just tap. It's something that you can do when you're laying in bed, especially if meditation isn't your thing. If you haven't quite gotten there, I can talk. If you haven't quite gotten there, I would definitely start off with something like EFT if you want to get into a state of meditation, because it really gets you into this, like I'm already feeling, I only tapped 1 round, barely, and barely even spoken. I'm already feeling like my own vibrations, right? But meditation is really going to get you to that place of your true self. Honestly, like the high vibe place that you come from. It's going to really get you there. And then if you're already feeling extra good, or if you want to add a little icing on the cake, I would do some affirmations. And this is some other things that I would do. And I would do some tapping with your affirmations. If you're feeling like, I'm a fucking rock star today, I am a master of my own mind. If you're really feeling, and if you're feeling in that state that's like the state of contentment, last week we talked about, you know, the scale of, the emotional scale that Abe Hicks talks about in Ask and It Is Given, the book by Esther and Jerry and the Teachings of Abraham. But if you're in that state of feeling like content, feeling okay, feeling like if you were to say a really, really positive affirmation, you won't resist it, right? So if you're in like this crappy state and you're like, I am a millionaire, you're gonna be like, I'm not a fucking millionaire, I gotta pay my goddamn bills, right? You're not gonna be in a place where you can do that. But if you are in that place, if you've meditated and you've done your EFT and you've let go of your crappy feelings, and then you're in this state of like, okay, I'm cool, or like you're totally blissed out, or you're just chill, or you got the theta waves going, and you're like, I'll accept anything that anybody says to me right now, or anything positive, then you can start to say some positive affirmations. I would do them in the mirror, if you really want to be a rock star, and say, I am a millionaire. I am so grateful to be living today. I feel amazing. Understand that when you say those things, and you are in the proper state, You are so taking control of your emotions, and you're just like, it doesn't matter what the fuck is going on. You can train your brain to believe that you're happy. This is where your power lies, guys. You can train your brain. You just screw the whole spirituality, God shit, right? You don't even need to believe in God to know that scientifically, you can train your brain. This is why I love science and spirituality, because they're no fucking different. They are the same thing. You can literally train your brain to be happy for no fucking reason. And then when you are happy for no fucking reason, through the concept of the law of attraction, really through God and the universe and all that beautiful spiritual esoteric stuff, but physics as well and science, all the good shit will just flow to you. You'll be in the vortex that we talked about last week. You'll be in that high vibe place. And you will be attracting everything you've ever dreamed. You won't even have to think about it. You won't have to try to like, okay, well, what do I really want? Okay, I want this house. I want it to look like this. I want this and I want this. You don't have to think about any of that shit. All you're gonna have to do is just train your brain to be happy. Tell yourself, I'm fucking ecstatic right now. I am so happy to be alive. I am in the best shape of my life. I feel exuberant. I feel the life force just oozing out of me, flowing through me. And you say those things and they feel so good to say. They raise your vibrations, and then you're just like, I'm just flying high. You're just flying off of the momentum. And then through the law of attraction, all of these beautiful, wonderful things happen. And it's not that hard to do. But when we're in this state of like shittiness, and I'm about to cry because I just raised my vibrations, and I'm in this beautiful, gratuitous place right now. But when you're in that crappy place, there are no answers. There are only questions. And when you're in this beautiful place, all of the questions are answered. Everything is clear. And then you just ride the ride until it goes out. And when it goes out, you wake up the next morning and you do it again. And this could literally take you 10 minutes, or it could take you 2 hours, however long you want to do it. Obviously, the more you feed into it, it's so fucking awesome to do. And you just ride that fucking ride. But just don't forget that that's always a ride that you created. The momentum of that ride you created, and it's always your responsibility to recreate it. But it's so easy to recreate, guys. It is so fucking easy. I had somebody ask me what my morning routine was. That's it. I mean, that's my blissed out, most amazing morning routine that I can fucking give anybody. And the whole time I'm doing this, I'm laying in bed right there, right here. I'm laying in bed, or I'm sitting in bed. I'm in my pajamas. I got nothing to do, no place to go, but find my happiness, create my happiness. So I could go on and on. I just realized I just talked for quite some time, but I could go on and on. And actually, for a minute, I do want to go on and on just a little bit more, because I want to talk about that place. I want to talk about what it feels like to be in that blissed out, amazing place where all of your questions are answered and everything becomes clear, and you look at people and you just love the shit out of them for no fucking reason, and you just want to be kind to them. It has nothing to do with getting something in return. You don't give love in order to get it. You just give love because it's who you are, because it's oozing out of you, because just witnessing the love in them is enough of a gift from them to you. And things work out, and you sing songs, and you write songs, and you create art, and everything is beautiful, and you understand the world. And when you look at the world, you no longer see the messy bedroom. What you see is the essence of everything. What you see is the sun shining outside of your window, and you see God, and you see the trees dancing, and you see God, and you see the flowers in a vase and you see God. And you see your altar and you see God. And you see each thing that once looked like trash to you around your room, and in everything you see God. And that is that blissful, crazy vortex. And it feels fucking amazing. And you're just grateful to be where you are. You're just grateful to be. You're just like, what the fuck is my problem? I don't even know what was wrong with me a little bit ago, but I feel good. So I do want to say that that blissful place, depending on where you are in the emotional scale, could take some time to get to. But once you get there, I mean, it might take you a couple days. It might take, for me, if I am really in a depressed, crazy state, it takes me about 3 days of doing my stuff. You know, at night I might take like a salt bath. I'm doing specific meditations, things like that. And it'll take me about 3 days to get to a place where I'm so fucking blissed out that nothing can faze me. I'm just like, everything's wonderful. And, you know, and then of course I have to, there's upkeep, you know, upkeep with anything. It's just like, you know, spiritual practice is just like when you work out. It's just like any practice of anything. Like if you're doing it a lot, of course you're going to get really good at it. You're going to be in shape. You're going to be in tip-top shape. Things are going to get easier as you do it. But if you stop doing it, like you're going to start, you know, you'll be riding that wave for a while, but eventually you're going to lose momentum. And so there is that upkeep, right? So, but if, you know, so if you're in this state of like deep depression, it might take a couple weeks even. Like me, I've been doing this for so long that it takes me a couple days if I'm in a real deep state of depression. But I know the process, and now you know the process. You understand the process at least a little bit more than you did before you watched this video and my video prior. I hope you watched that as well. Maybe you're watching them backwards. Maybe you're like, I had to watch this video first, so you're gonna go watch that one now, and then you'll be like, oh, I get it, right? So, yeah, that feels good. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next week. Totally blissed out with you. Bye guys. Mwah. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Give it a thumbs up and share it with whoever you think it could help. Don't forget to join the inspiration conversation down below and give me an idea for my next Freedom Friday video. If you want to get these videos every single week and more, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you find me on social media at Darien Empire on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for your support. I love you all.